Sometimes when I'm getting ready to create art, finding inspiration can be one of the hardest things. I've created a document with a lot of different project ideas, but still, when you're in an environment like your home that you're used to seeing every day, it can be very challenging to see the things around you in new ways. So I wanted to make a quick video to help you rethink and find inspiration in the things that you see every single day. Right now you might see a lot of art supplies. How about now? Maybe some color, maybe some pattern. Maybe you can start to take things out and rearrange them. Maybe you can photograph things. Start trying to see your environment around you in new ways and as building block for your art inspiration.
Look for inspiration in illustrations. Maybe you haven't revisited some of these in a while. It might be time. And as you revisit some of your favorite childhood books, look at the illustrations in a different way. What materials could you use to recreate them? Don't have the materials you think you need? Be a creative problem solver. You can get inspiration in many unexpected places.
Maybe you haven't seen these in a while. This is a sculpture material. Break them out. See how advanced you can be.
There's a reason we call cooking the culinary arts. If you have permission from your family members, maybe you can look through a recipe. But maybe this time you can think of creative ways to present what you are baking so it not only tastes good, but maybe it looks good as well. Remember, take photos of it so you can share it with me in your digital portfolio. Not only can you build with blocks, but maybe you can start rearranging things in different ways. Check out artist Andy Goldsworthy. He arranges objects in nature in new ways, but maybe you can start thinking about arranging things that might be in your house if it's a rainy day. Maybe you can create your own version of the color wheel. What kind of objects do you have at home that you can arrange and rearrange in new ways? Poetry is a form of art. Maybe you incorporate poetry into your sketchbook. Maybe you're writing poems and creating drawings along with it. Music is a form of art. Maybe you are writing some of your own lyrics. Interior design. Maybe you're watching a lot of design shows on HGTV. Rearrange your room if you have permission from others in your life. Think about colors, think about decoration. If you can't actually do it, that's totally fine. Find a piece of paper, maybe it's computer paper, maybe it's your sketchbook, and start creating a blueprint or plan of what you would do. Some of my interior designer friends have been doing that just as practice. They've been recreating different spaces and reimagining them through the art of drawing, or there's even some really cool apps that you can add to your Google Drive to do it digitally on the computer. Art can be found around you in unexpected places. Maybe you can't recreate the art that you're finding yet, but you can create an idea board in your sketchbook. Do you ever think about your plates, cups, and bowls? They're made by artists. They're made out of clay with glazes. Maybe you can't create with clay at home, neither can I. I'm missing my clay right now, but I can certainly start to create some ideas in my sketchbook for what kind of clay I might create in the future. Definitely thinking about taking these really cool ceramics classes that are at the high school. So maybe you're creating and stockpiling ideas for your future art making. Don't think you have paper in your home? Maybe look again in unexpected places. I was thinking I didn't have rolls of large white paper, but I have rolls of wrapping paper. I could use the backs of those, or maybe I can get creative and actually collage the wrapping paper itself. Again, talk to your grown-ups at home and get their permission, but you'd be amazed at what you can find when you think of it. Artists love to reuse and reinvent things. I know it sounds crazy, but my recycling bin is where I find some of my coolest art.
Hey, I could trace that as a circle. Just be careful, don't stick your hand right in and cut yourself. A lot of artists reuse objects at home either to make marks with and stamp or to create art from. Check out local artist Aurora Robson. She makes artwork from recycled water bottles. Don't have clay at home? Neither do I. This stuff can be kind of expensive, so, use it sparingly, but you could twist and manipulate aluminum foil to create really cool sculptures with. I'm going to start posting some more advanced sculpture ideas as the weeks progress, but one of my favorite things is to make sculptures with aluminum foil that I tape and cover over, and you would never even know that this is what I created from the inside. If you are interested in this idea, check out one of my links in my project idea doc that has you creating foil sculptures of figures as a great starting point. And some of my favorite materials are just paper and a Sharpie, a pen, or a pencil. But remember, if you're gonna use something like Sharpie on a piece of copy paper, get creative. You're gonna have to put something underneath. This is my cereal box from this morning. Let me just kind of take it apart and put that underneath as a placemat before I start working on my drawing. And again, if you're running low on copy paper, get creative. You can use notebook paper, you can use an index card, you can find all sorts of things that you could work with. I get a lot of catalogs in the mail and flyers and all sorts of things. Before you recycle them or throw them away, maybe pull a couple pages out. There might be some really cool things, or if nothing else, these are pages that I love to cut up and collage. Some really cool ideas in here. I was about to get rid of my calendar from 2018 and I realized, wait a minute, these are some really cool things. I might even collage them right into my sketchbook or cut them out and use them as colored paper.
One of my favorite places to look for inspiration is outdoors, especially in the spring as new things are starting to grow. Maybe you're going to go outside, take a nature walk. Maybe you can look for new things that are growing. Maybe you'll start to photograph things in new ways. Spend some time outdoors, take a walk. You can find patterns in unexpected places that maybe you've never noticed before. Maybe you find small creatures that you've never noticed before. You can bring some of your art supplies or paper and a pen outside and do some drawings. Nature's full of natural sculpting materials. See what you can find. Maybe you can start to build things in a new way. Maybe you can start to rearrange things and create new patterns and spaces. Something like a tree fort could be a really cool art opportunity to start building and sculpting things around you.
You can look for patterns all around. You can find things to draw that maybe you wouldn't always think of as a really cool drawing. On the fabrics around your home. Things that you see every day, you can see in new and unexpected ways. They can become inspiration. Clothing, fashion, shoes, nature, patterns, art, creation. There's opportunities for inspiration for your art creation all around your home if you take some time to look for it. Good luck getting inspiration. And if you're stuck, I have a lot of links on my project inspiration page for you. Happy art making!